Hello friends and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create your very own bird, your sassy bird from K-pop Demon Hunters, and we're going to start by chaining 21 chains. So the pattern that I got this from is from braceletbook.com. And it's pretty darn cute. Just gonna say it is going to be a tapestry, and we're going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch. For that, it's going to be a little bit more crisp on the edges, and you know, so on and so forth, because regular crochet tapestry doesn't do it for me. So we're going to chain 21 chains. We are going to actually grab our chains and turn them into their backs. You'll know it's the back side of the chains because you feel little bumps, and we're going to use those bumps to insert our hook. We are actually going to skip this very first bump. We're going to go straight to the second one, insert, yarn over and pull, and then we go to the next one. We insert, yarn over and pull, so on and so forth until we reach the end of our row. We should end up with 21 loops on our hook. So now we have every little loop on our hook. This is something I didn't explain, but I did add a solid color to the very first row of our pattern because it actually starts with color changing, and doing color changing within your foundation row is a nightmare. So I just decided to add a solid color. We're going to do a return pass, which is unique for Tunisian simple stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull through that very last loop on our hook. That is going to be like our chain one. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of our loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way down our row. Well, actually not all the way down. It should look just like this, but the very first row, which is our second row for the actual pattern, starts with a gray color. So you should have 2 loops left on your actual little row. We're going to grab our gray color, yarn over those 2 loops, and that's how we're going to start our very next row. We're going to actually grab the previous row, pull it apart, and we're going to insert our hook onto that front loop only of our previous row. Yarn over with our gray color, and this is how we start a second row with a new color. So now we're actually going to change colors again to these kind of like darker blue. We're gonna grab our next color. We're going to insert it, yarn over and pull, and it's going to be for 7 loops. And once again, we're going to introduce a new color for 5 black stitches. And then we're gonna grab this background color that we used for our very first row, pick it up, try and reach all the way onto this other side, make sure it's loose on the back, and we just end our row with this color. And remember, I said we just grab our very first loop or our very front loop. For the edge, we want to grab both of those loops. You'll see it's both loops because it creates like a little O. Yarn over, we pull, And then for our return pass, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Yarn over, pull through that very last loop on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and I'll show you how to change your colors. So when we get to this point right here, whenever we have 2 different color stitches, we always use that second color stitch to pull through. In this case, we were using our background color. We're going to drop it. We're going to grab our black. We're going to yarn over through that background color and through the very first black loop. Then we grab our black, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Once again, that same rule applies. We have our black, we have our gray. We're going to drop it. We're going to grab our darker blue, yarn over through that black, through that very first dark blue color. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. And then for our very last color change, we're going to drop this color, pick up our gray, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And this is actually where I leave everything. Everything that you need to know is within these 2 rows. You have your actual solid color, you have your color change, your color switch, color introduction. Everything that you need to know is right here. And always down below I leave the actual link for the pattern that I'm following, or you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen.